I've been driving rideshare for about 3 years, nights mostly. Less traffic, fewer drunks than you'd expect, and better pay if you catch the right surge hours. But there's something else about the late shift. An emptiness on the road, gas stations with a single light flickering, highways that stretch on forever with no cars in sight. Sometimes it feels like you're the last person alive. Friday night started like any other. A few bar pickups, someone going home from work, one guy who fell asleep and nearly puked in my back seat. By 2 a.m., I was debating heading home. Then I got a pickup out on Old Mill Road. That road is nothing but black trees and fields, way past the town limits. Nobody lives out there anymore, not since the flooding years ago. At first I thought it might be a glitch, but the pin kept flashing. Someone really wanted a ride. The payout looked good, so I accepted. When I pulled up, my headlights caught her immediately, a girl standing at the edge of the woods. She wasn't scrolling through her phone or checking for me, just standing perfectly still, facing the trees. She didn't even look when I stopped. She was young, maybe early 22nds. Pale skin that looked almost gray in the headlights. She wore an oversized hoodie, hood up, hands tucked inside the sleeves. I rolled down the window. "You order a ride." She turned slowly, and for the first time, I saw her face. Her eyes were off, wide, glassy, like someone who hadn't slept in weeks. She didn't smile, didn't nod, just walked to the car and got in. Her voice was so soft I almost didn't hear it. "Take me to 48 Willow Creek Lane." The address popped up on my GPS. 40 minutes away, deep into the backwoods where cell service is patchy. The kind of place you avoid if you can. I tried making small talk. "Late night to be out here. You okay?" She didn't answer, just stared out the window. The road stretched dark and endless ahead. The only sound was the hum of the tires. After a while, I glanced in the rear view and froze. She was staring at me through the mirror, not blinking, not smiling, just locked on. I gripped the wheel tighter. "So, visiting family?" Her lips parted, but the voice that came out didn't match. It sounded like two people speaking at once, hers layered over something lower, rougher. "I don't sleep much anymore." I didn't ask anything else after that. The GPS eventually announced, "You've arrived," but the place was wrong. A crumbling old house sat at the end of a dirt driveway, hidden behind weeds and broken fencing. Windows were boarded. The porch sagged, not a single light on. I put the car in park but kept my foot on the brake. This it?" She leaned forward until her reflection filled the mirror. Her eyes looked bigger now, too big for her face. "Yes," she whispered. "This is where he found me." Before I could react, the back door slammed. I flinched hard, turning around. The seat was empty. No sound of footsteps outside. No closing of the gate. Just gone. Panic shot through me. I jammed the car into drive and tore down that dirt road, gravel spitting out from under my tires. I didn't care about the ride canceling. Didn't care about the rating. I just needed to get back to the main road. After a few minutes, I forced myself to pull over and breathe. My heart hammered against my ribs. I checked the back seat. Empty. "You're losing it," I muttered. "Long night. You imagined it." That's when I heard it. A sound from behind me. A giggle. High-pitched. Playful. Wrong. I spun in my seat so fast I nearly dislocated something. Back seat empty, but the sound lingered, like it had crawled into the air itself. I didn't drive home right away. I drove loops around town, stopping under gas station lights, telling myself if I just kept moving, nothing could settle in the car with me. By 4 a.m., I gave up. I parked in my driveway, left the engine running, and bolted inside my house. I locked every door, every window. At 7:30, my phone buzzed with a notification. I expected a message from the app. Instead, it was a ride completion alert. "Thanks for completing your trip with Emily. Please leave a rating." I stared at the screen. My trip history showed the ride had ended at 3:07 a.m., but the drop-off location wasn't that abandoned house. It was my home address. I didn't sleep that day. Every noise in the house felt magnified. Every creak of the floorboards made my stomach twist. I finally convinced myself it was some app glitch. Something technical. It had to be. That night, though, when I got back in my car for another shift, I noticed something. The seatbelt in the back seat was buckled. I hadn't had a passenger since her. The twist. The next evening, I tried to push it out of my mind. Took a few more rides, acted normal. But when midnight rolled around, another request came in. Same username, same pickup spot. Old Mill Road. Against every instinct in me, I accepted. Part of me needed to know. When I pulled up, I swear my stomach dropped straight through the floor. She was standing there again. Same hoodie, same glassy eyes, same exact pose, like nothing had ever happened. This time, I didn't say a word. I locked the doors, floored the gas, and sped past her. But as my headlights swept over the tree line, I saw them. Dozens of figures, men, women, children, all pale, all still, all staring out at the road. And every single one of them had the same wide, glassy eyes. I didn't stop driving until the sun came up. When I finally staggered inside my house, exhausted, I tossed my keys on the counter and collapsed on the couch. My phone buzzed. Another notification. Thanks for your ride, Jacob. My blood went cold. The name wasn't mine. It was hers. And the drop-off location this time? My bedroom.